I have done something that I might regret. I bought a new medium format camera. Yeah. It is a cheap one, but it's not exactly cheap. Here it is. I make it look very light, but it's not, trust me. It's very, very big. It is none other than the Fuji GX680. Wow. There's a reason why nobody wants this camera anymore, and in fact there are a few reasons why nobody wants to use this camera before. The first reason, of course, is that it's ridiculously big and ridiculously heavy. This thing, it feels like it's about 2.5, 3 kilos. Yeah, and that's with the lens and the back and everything. It's a Fuji GX680. I didn't do any research on this, but I bought it out of impulse because I was looking for a medium format camera online, and I had to find something that's more affordable. You know, not like the crazy Mamiya 7 prices. I just wanted to shoot medium format with high quality glass. That was my main requirement. Everything else was not a requirement. Until after I bought this camera, I realized that weight is a requirement. This camera is so heavy, I actually need a tripod to use it with. I cannot handhold this. I'll show you later. I didn't do any research on this. It's the Fuji GX680. It's made from 1987 all the way to 2007. So there were 3 models. This is the very first model, which ran from 87 to 95. So this camera is really popular as a studio camera, and that's the reason why it's so big. It's not meant to be carried around, but we're going to attempt to carry it around today. And it's made all the way to 2007. So 2007 was when I got into photography. This was way into the digital era. I think my first ever camera was the 5D Mark II, and I bought it around 2007, I think. So just imagine, this film camera was still in production even though the 5D Mark II came out, which was the standard semi-pro camera out there. So there's a reason why pros love this camera all the way up to 2007, and I'll show you why. Primarily shoots a 6x8 frame, 6 cm height by 8 cm width. It's got a huge viewfinder. I got the EBC Fujinon 100mm f4 lens. So f4 on this camera is going to give really, really good depth of field. It's battery operated, and that's one of the biggest problems actually, this battery pack. So as you can see, this battery pack actually costs more than the camera. Can you believe it? But I was very lucky to actually find a seller that sold the whole set as a complete kit. But if you want to buy this battery pack alone, it's really expensive because the older GX680 models ran on NiCad batteries, I think, which is basically obsolete. You don't get NiCad batteries anymore. So everyone's trying to find this battery pack which holds AA batteries, and it's really, really rare. So I would say I'm lucky to get this as a whole set. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AA batteries. It's got a rotating back. Okay, so I just took the back out, not supposed to do that, but I can shoot portrait mode if I want to, or I can shoot landscape. It's also auto winding, so after every shot it advances the film for you. So it's really, really advanced for 1987 camera. It is also shutter and aperture priority, but honestly I just shoot it in manual because I don't trust the meter in there. As you can see, the meter basically tells you plus, minus, or correct. Obviously at a studio level this is not very helpful. So for today, if I were to use this camera and get good exposures, I have to use this other thing, which adds to the weight, by the way, an external light meter. So this whole set, including the tripod which is in the back of my car now, is going to weigh a ton. Yeah. So anyway, back to the features of this camera. It has bellows focusing, as you can see. It uses bellows. There are no light leaks. I tested this already. So as you know, bellows tend to have leaks after a few years. but this one's okay. It actually is really advanced. So a lot of people use this for architecture photography because it comes with a tilt shift functionality. So just like a large format camera, I can actually tilt and move this camera lens upwards and downwards, if I can figure that out. So I can tilt this, get a different plane of focus, I can bring it upwards for, you know, those very distorted shots, and push it downwards like that. I can do all sorts of things. It's got markings for you to check whether it's centered. And yeah, that's it. This is the shutter button here. There's a mirror lockup function. You can sync external flashes because this was a studio camera. You can turn it on, single, continuous. You can shoot multi-exposures as well. So it can fire and not advance the frame at the same time. And just like large format cameras, it comes with a dark slide. So if you leave this in, it won't take the shot for you. So everything's electronic, really, really advanced for its age. We're gonna shoot Kodak Gold 200. It is expired by 6 months, but I kept this frozen when I bought it, so it should be fine. I'll probably rate it at 100 because I tend to overexpose my shots by one stop. So first thing we gotta do is there's a release button here that says revolve. So I'm gonna press this and rotate it anti-clockwise, which should release the back. So on the go, pros back then used to have many of these backs, and you know, they load film before the shoot and it just, you know, it's like hot reloading your camera. So I don't have a lot of backs, but just this one back today. And oh, this latch is the exact same latch as my previous Fuji camera, the GW690. So I really like this, that they've made the designs quite similar across the ranges. Now, if you've used a Contax 645, it's the same principle. You remove this, you load the film here, put it back in there. Yeah, so let me just quickly load my film. New film goes here. It shoots like this, it goes out here like that, and it comes back into here. So what I need to do is take this old spool and put it here, like that. And I take this new roll, lock that in there. You bring it around, like that. Try and find a slot. There we go. So with other medium format cameras, you have to align this arrow to one of the, there should be an arrow somewhere here. But since this is an electronically wound camera, it can detect that automatically. So I don't have to do that. It's one of the big pluses with this kind of system. So just like that, put it back in here. It should lock into place. Close this back, lock the latch. Reload the camera, lock this in, turn it, and I hope you can listen to this. When I turn on the camera, it will advance the film. So I'm going to put my mic right here. There we go. Yeah, exposure number 1, take a look at that. Yeah, well, you probably can't see that, but it says 1 EXP. So I'm at frame number 1. Since this is 6x8, I think it shoots 9 frames on a good day. So dark slide back in. Let's go shoot some scenes. Just getting my tripod. Obviously with the big head because this is a huge camera. Oh. I live the manual life. No auto closing boot lids. I make this look very easy, but my hand is actually aching just by carrying it from there to here. But let's go. My gosh, it's so heavy. Okay, I want to capture this chord sign. I don't know, when I like shooting brands because after a few years they'll change their logo and all that. So in a few years time, probably my pictures will look vintage. Oh gosh, it's so heavy. I just need to frame this. Let's get a reading first. Since I want to control the depth of field, I'm gonna use maybe f5.6. Okay, so it's telling me 1 over 80 or 1 over 100. So I'm just gonna set this here. Oh, there's only 60 or 125. Let's shoot 60. Okay. Oh, there's one more thing. It has a focusing screen as well, which helps you get, you know, tack sharp focus. So I'm just gonna focus now. Okay, I've locked that in. Picture looks fine. Dark slide. I keep forgetting. That's one shot. Okay. All that for one shot. Turn off the camera. Dark slide in. Close this. And then we go find another shot. Okay, I'm actually using the tilt shift because if you look over there, I'm trying to capture the bridge and the tower at the same time. So if I tilt this upwards, if I literally tilt the camera facing upwards, you get a bit too distorted bridge. So I want to keep everything on the same plane, and I think the tilt shift does come in handy. So I don't know if this will turn out nice, but let's take a look. 160. Okay, so I'll just keep it at 60 and I'll move this to f8. Okay. I think it will look not bad. Okay, turn this off and let's go. Dark slide in. This thing keeps getting me, oh my gosh. It's such a good feature, but I just keep forgetting. Okay, let's go. All right. I don't know if you can see on this screen, but let me describe what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to catch the bridge with a bit of the tower, but now because I'm facing forward, right, the top of the tower is kind of cut off. So what I'm going to do is keep the same plane here, but shift my lens upwards so I capture more tower, which doing this shift means maintaining that distortion. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just going to do it. Okay, shifting this up just to catch more of that tower. That's good. There we go. And now we'll just wait for the people to pass. The people are disappearing. We're gonna shoot the picture now. And wait for his head to get out of frame and shoot. There we go. I have shot 6 frames already, which means that I have 3 more frames left. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna shoot the road. People might think that I'm the traffic police. And it's starting to rain, so let's hurry up, shoot, and get out of here. And shoot. So I realized that there are some flowers here. So what I'm gonna do is tilt this forward a little bit. Yes, I captured the flower. Oh my god, there's a water droplet in the lens. Okay, it's starting to rain here. And then wait for a car to pass. Okay, some cars are coming. Okay. It started ringing, which means that it's the 9th and last shot. Okay, let's go. Okay, last shot of the day. We're gonna film, well, not film, we're gonna capture this woman sitting on a bench over there. If I switch this to portrait, I think it'll be okay. It's starting to rain, so let me make this quick. There we go. It says end. I don't know if you can see that. That means I finished the roll. Okay. I don't know if I will keep this camera because it's too big to fit in my dry box. And it's so heavy to carry around. I find that the pace of shooting is much slower as well. It's good if you want that kind of speed, that slow, think through the process and everything. But that's new to me. I'm not used to that. So, well, we'll see. I'll shoot a few more rolls and decide whether I want to keep this. Today, what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to be crazy enough to handhold this camera because the tripod is simply too heavy together with this camera. So I'm just going to try and handhold this and shoot. I'll use the bag to, give a bit of support. This is one of my favorite parts of Jurong Kechil. So if I stand right here on this road and look right down there, you can see a very nice leading line type of shot. Yeah. So we're gonna shoot that now. Oh gosh, one-handing this is... there we go. Yeah. I have not removed the damn dark slide again. I found out this time that there is a slot to put the dark slide in. You take it out, put it in the holding slot. And now... Ooh, it sounds very meaty. It's like... It sounds like a real picture. Okay, here's another shot. Pink color building with some plants. It looks nice on this frame here. 5.6 and it's about 250, 320. Yeah, agak-agak lah. Okay. One and... It's quite a cute sound. F8 at 250. We've got this Chung medical thing. Let's get that focused. Sorry, I keep doing that. I just think this camera sounds so full, like that flapping sound is like so meaty. Makes you feel good when you take a picture. So now we're at JK building. I actually come here a lot. I come to park here a lot to buy my lunch, mostly every day. I've always found this building quite interesting. It's got like square and circular windows here, but it'll be quite a challenge to capture because it's very narrow and you can't really get a good angle from the street. So I think what makes more sense is to go upstairs and shoot outwards instead, or at least shoot some of the textures in this building. Okay, let's go. Wow. As you can see, it's really old school. They've got these tiles from, looks like 70s, 80s tiles. Very nice. And I like that they've preserved a lot of the original look in this building. Oh, this fire hose thing is quite aesthetic, so maybe I'll shoot that. And I'll shoot it from here. Oh my gosh, it's so low, it's like 25. Oh, sounds so good. Nice. Our next shot is the 5th shot. See here? Oh, and I want you guys to see how big this screen is. It is huge. It's absolutely huge. And the focusing screen, it's humongous. It's very nice to work with this kind of, compose with this kind of size. But it's not very nice to hold. Freaking heavy. Check that out. Straight alley. Well, not alley, I mean corridor. So it's very hard to position because it's inverse, so if I move left, the frame moves right. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the flip side. So right now, the street is on this side, but on the camera, it's on this side. It's on my left side. So if I'm trying to fine tune the positioning, I gotta flip my brain around. Okay, this looks all right. Center the guy. There we go. It's painful. Okay. Okay, I have one more frame. Frame number 9. What shall we shoot? Let's capture some of these old gate or door grills. I think it's quite cool. Let's go. And that's it. Don't you just love automated film advance? Makes your life so much easier. Well, not when this whole camera is like 4 kilos. Ta-da! That's what it looks like when it's done. It was here, and now it's moved here. You see, sweating. So, we're gonna go home and develop this. So, in the next video, you'll see me developing 120 film manually. Yeah, manual because I don't have the big machine to do it automatically. So, we're gonna hand process 120 film. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you liked what you see today, please like and subscribe. It really helps, get this channel out there, get more people sending me film, so that I can continue to shoot more film. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting me. Okay, see you next time. Bye. This lens cap is too loose. Oh my god, keeping this camera is another pain. Wait, you're recording?